Yo, what's going on everyone, Karma here, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 build video. Today I bring you my level 65 ultimate Urad Fl4K build. This build is capable of clearing any content in the game with relative ease. Now, we know that Fl4K has a little trouble staying alive, but we make this up by dealing crazy amounts of damage. I use this build without any Guardian ranks and it still performs really well. Anyway, in this video, I will first take a look at the skill trees, show them off so you can copy them down. Then I will go over the main pieces of equipment that I use, and finally go a little more in depth into the skill trees with some gameplay in the background. So before I get into this video, if you found it informative or helpful in any way, a like rating is always appreciated, and if you want to subscribe for more content like this, that'll be awesome as well. Starting off, let's take a look at the skill trees. I'll leave each for about 2 seconds in case you want to pause the video to copy them down. For the action skill, you can use anything you want. Personally, I'm currently running Fadeaway with Gorillas in the Mist and Not My Circus. As for the pet, I like to run the Spider and Scorcher, which will give me 1% health regen and 10% elemental damage. However, thanks to a skill called Barbaric Yop, we gain plus 200% on our pet bonuses, so that is why we're now getting 30% regen of max health per second and 30% elemental damage. Moving on to the weapons and equipment, we are running a Urad build, so we are going to be using weapons that have the 150% bonus radiation damage while under 50% health. I like to run weapons like the Maggie, the Light Show, the Reflux, the Convergence. I like to run Monarchs, Flippers, even the Blood-Starved Beast. Any weapon that you think is good and you like using, even launchers, snipers with the 150% Urad anointment is going to be great. Anyway, moving on, you want to make sure that you're using a front loader. This shield will take 60% of your health and return it as shields, so basically you will always be under 50% health. So your Urad anointments will always be active. And Urad is universal damage, so it will apply to melee, action skill, weapon, and grenade damage. I like to use mine with the 50% elemental anointment. I currently have shock on it, although I'd rather run something like incendiary or corrosive. Moving on to the class mod for mobbing, you want to use a cosmic stalker. This will increase the hunt skill's power by 25%, which is really nice and gives a really nice boost in damage when it comes to those skills. Try to find one with 2 points on Interplanetary Stalker and 3 into Big Game. This is probably the best choice overall. As for the passives, which are listed here, you can run anything that's going to benefit your build. For example, I have crit, weapon, and shotgun damage because I'm using the Reflux and the Convergence a lot. You also want to have a bounty hunter in your back pocket in case you want to fight bosses. Both class mods can take down bosses pretty quickly, but when it comes to bosses with a lot of health, like Grave Ward and the final boss of DLC 4, the bounty hunter is going to be your best friend. Moving on to our grenade, I use this Merv Hex with the 25% on grenade thrown anointment. You can also use an It's Piss for bosses if you'd like. And finally, for our artifact, I'm using a Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. This will give me 16% multiplicative damage increase and a 90% additive damage increase. You can do this by stacking 15 consecutive hits, and that's really simple, especially with multi-pellet weapons. You'll get those 15 consecutive hits in no time. Anyway, now let's talk more about the skill trees with some gameplay in the background. First, let's talk about damage. We'll be listing normal damage increases, V1 bonuses, and V2 bonuses. So starting off with normal damage increases, we have Furious Attack. This is a hunter's skill that after shooting an enemy, you gain a stack of Furious Attack. Each stack will increase your gun damage by 2%, and when we max it out, that is a 20% increase to our gun damage. Just keep in mind, this is actually higher thanks to our Cosmic Stalker. We also have Turn Tail. This will increase your damage by 25% while standing still. So this works great against bosses and single target enemies, especially if you're running a Monarch on bipod mode. Standing still and activating Fadeaway can give you some serious damage. And when we move, this skill actually provides us with some nice survivability. We will get health regen and damage reduction. Next, we have Persistence Hunter, which will increase our gun damage by 12% while also increasing our Fadeaway duration by 45%. We also have the most dangerous game. This is a hunter kill skill. After killing a badass or stronger enemy, we will gain 25% gun damage. All the skills you see right here will be additive in terms of their gun damage bonuses. Now moving on, we got our V1 bonuses. We have Frenzy. This is a hunter skill that when a pet deals damage, we gain a stack of Frenzy. Each stack increases our damage by 4%. We can get up to 10 stacks for a 40% increase in damage. We're going to be pairing this skill with a skill called Heat Bites. This will allow your pet to reflect damage to enemies, and that will help you get those 10 frenzy stacks very fast. Next we have Pack Tactics. This will increase our damage by 21% while also giving us 15% more health for that survivability. And finally, Interplanetary Stalker. This is a kill skill that gives us 26% gun damage per stack, maxing out at 3 stacks. So just this skill gives us a 78% increase to our gun damage. All of these skills you see right here give us V1 damage bonuses, so they are all additive with each other. Moving on to our V2 bonuses. First we have Hunter's Eye. This will increase our damage by 30% against robots with armor, while also giving us crit bonus against humans and also some survivability against beasts, which is a 22% damage reduction. So the 30% damage against robot armor in this case will only be additive with our on grenade thrown anointment. Now for our crit bonuses, we obviously have our action skill Fade Away, which while active will increase crit damage by 200%. We have Hunter's Eye, which will increase crit damage by 15% against humans. These two mentioned are additive with each other. And we also have the Most Dangerous Game, increase our crit damage by 10%. Galactic Shadow will increase our crit damage by 15%, and these two are additive with each other and also with our class mod increase. And Megavore. Megavore will give Flak a chance to score a critical hit when shooting any part of an enemy. This will allow you to hit crits on enemies that do not have a crit spot, or when the crit spot it's not always exposed. We also have Leave No Trace. This has a chance to return a bullet to your magazine whenever you score critical hits. This will allow you to double your magazine capacity of certain weapons and shoot for longer periods of time. Moving on, let's talk about our survivability skills. We have Turn, Tilt, and Run, which gives us health regen and damage reduction while moving. Hunter's Eyes will give us damage reduction against beasts. Hive Mind will share 15% of our damage taken to our pet so you can stay alive longer. Pack Tactics increases our max health by 15%, and Lick the Wounds will allow our pet to revive us if we are down. Additionally, we are using Who Rescued Who. This skill will heal our pet when we do damage, so as long as we keep doing millions of damage, we can keep our pet alive just in case we go into fight for your life. And finally, our action skill cooldown skills. Hit count will give us a 30% chance that a critical hit reduces our cooldown time by 2 seconds. So as long as we go for crits, especially with multi-pellet weapons, we can get our action skill back pretty quickly. And we also have Eager to Impress. This is a kill skill that will reduce our action skill by 1.25 seconds. So if we are mobbing, hitting critical hits, and killing a ton of enemies, we should get our action skill back in no time. And that is the build. We went over the main components to make our Urad build work. We went over gun damage increases, our V1 bonuses, our V2 bonuses, our crit bonuses, our survivability skills, and our action skill cooldown skills. This build is just incredible, and I hope you enjoy using it. I also hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please don't forget to drop a like on it, and if you want to subscribe for more content like this, that'll be awesome as well. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.